Linda's Pantry, and here's my second out of the series for the Home Can Pantry Challenge with Lisa Sutton over at Sutton's Days. We are doing the challenge, and I'm doing Mondays and Thursdays. She's doing Tuesdays and Fridays for the month of April. So my first one was a dessert video, and Lisa just did, oh my gosh, on Friday she did a potato, she called it a baked potato corned beef soup with rye bread croutons. Oh my goodness. And she said it was absolutely delicious, and we chatted about it privately. So I'm doing my next video, and I'm super excited to bring you along for this. This is one of my favorite things to do, but I am going to take a shortcut, and I'm going to use a foil pan because, well, I need to. So I have cooked off some rice, and that's going to be one of our components as well, but that is, I'm going to warm that up a little bit in the microwave because I cooked it off earlier today. So the stars of the show are going to be a jasmine rice cooked off in some chicken stock. Now I could use the broth off of this. This is my a roasted pork and spicy broth, and I canned this for you. It's a Ball canning book recipe. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I'm going to tell you, don't waste any of it. I will save the broth that's on here. I've also got a jar of chipotle black beans. These are fantastic. I will be draining and rinsing those. And a pint jar of Hatch green chilies that I canned up last summer. I'm also going to use a little SPG seasoning and some sour cream and some Fiesta blend cheese. You can't get any easier than that. And at the end, I will, once it comes out, you can crumble up tortilla chips on top when you serve it. I just wouldn't put them in the oven. They'll get too brown. And if you put them on the whole casserole, they'll end up soft as they sit in the refrigerator. So save that for when you serve it hot, then just crunch them up on top. All right, so it's a delicious spicy pork and black bean casserole that everyone loves. All right, spicy pork and black bean and Hatch chili casserole. There you go. All right, come on in and I'll show you how easy this goes together. Home canned pantry food is like fast food. Don't tell anyone. And it's healthy. Okay, I'm heating up my rice in the microwave, but I wanted to go ahead and we're gonna open this jar. Ooh, nice seal. And it's sealed on there, good. We're gonna go ahead and rinse these black beans. There's plenty of liquid in here, but I don't want that in my casserole. So those black beans are gonna get rinsed. And that's actually from 4 of 2019. So those are not chipotle black beans, those are plain black beans. But that's perfect, you can use either one. I'm rinsing them off so the seasoning will kind of go away. So these are Tatler lids. A lot of you ask, can you can with meat? Yes, of course you can. And this is from this year. Whoops. And we got the Tatler, and there's a fat cap on top, but I want all that, that's flavor. And it smells good. It smells spicy, I can smell that spicy oregano. Okay, got that one. And these, okay, as you guys know, I mark these, so next time I can with this gasket, this is the 3rd canning session. It'll be number 4. This one will be number 2 because there's 2 marks on there. So these can go through the dishwasher. Perfect. All right. Now, I want to drain off the chilies and the meat, and I'll be back when we start putting this together. And I have sprayed my pan with some avocado oil. Okay, so I've got a little bit more Mexican oregano. I've saved about half the broth in this bowl. Maybe, oh, there might be a half a cup of broth. And we're gonna go ahead and spice this up. The meat's spiced, but I want the rice to be well spiced. Ooh, let's open this a different way. Okay, little SPG. Maybe a half a teaspoon. Get a spoon in here and stir that up. Yum. Okay, and the Mexican oregano will refresh and rehydrate. Now I'm adding in some sour cream. I love creamy rice, but I want to thin that sour cream down with that broth. So that's what we're doing. And it might be easier with a whisk, but I'm not gonna dirty up a whisk when I have a perfectly good spoon. And I may or may not use all of this sour cream mixture in this. We're just gonna play it by ear. So you want it, yeah, pretty good liquid kind of consistency. Let's grab a little more sour cream, a little bit thicker. And you can do this any way you want. You could add cream of chicken soup if you wanted. If you know, it's your casserole. So preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And you're gonna use about 3 cups roughly of cooked rice. I want about, an inch to inch and a half, about an inch of rice on the bottom, evenly pushed out here. And, right. And then, the rest of that broth, I could have just waited and used the broth to cook this rice. I did cook the rice with chicken stock, a little bit of chicken, and that SPG. So then we're gonna spoon on some of our, or pour it, some of our sour cream mixture. Let's see how we're doing here. I want to really I don't want it too soupy in one spot and not in another. Does that make sense? So mix it all in until you've got kind of a creamy consistency, no dry pockets of rice. All right. Oof, this is gonna be good. This is one of our favorites. Okay, so a nice moist rice. And if you feel like you've got too much moisture, add a little bit more. Put a little bit, you know, dust on a little bit more rice here and there, and it'll all work itself out, because there was a little bit, I probably did a little heavy on the sour cream mixture in some spots, but that's okay. So we'll get that taken care of right now. Okay, does that make, oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, so moist but not soupy rice. Now we're gonna grab our black beans and our chilies and come back over. Okay, let's do this. Sorry about that. I've got 14 things going and okay, so black beans. Spread your black beans out pretty evenly, okay? Get in there with your hands. You just want, and that was a 1.5 pint jar, but mine, you know, I let mine be in quite a bit of liquid. I don't like them dry. I want them nicely. Another little douse, just a little bit of a SPG. Okay. Now let's do the chilies next. And these chilies are so good. They're actually not too spicy, but absolutely delicious. Grilled them, skinned them, and then canned them. And how lucky am I? And it's almost hatch season again. So trust me when I tell you, I will be doing more this year. I've got a little bit different method for it this year, but if you guys want to see that, leave me a comment in the comment section of, yes, you'd like to see me can hatch chilies so I can bring you along. Now we're gonna do, oh my gosh, a layer of meat. And now this is how tender this meat is. So with clean hands, you're gonna break this up just a little bit, right? So everybody, whoops, everybody gets a portion of some meat. And that was a 1.5 pint jar of spicy pork. And there's onions in here too, so good. Spread those onions out a little bit. I could eat this right out of the jar. And I have a couple girlfriends that like it that much too. It just is so decadently delicious. Now I've got to wash my hands and I'll be back to talk with cheese. Okay. All right. Let's clean up our mess a little bit. And oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm taking the easy way out though. Okay. I am using a Fiesta blend of cheese. And you're just going to cover the top using 1.5 cups to 2 cups. There's 2 cups of cheese in this package. So I'm just going to go for it. Can't have too much cheese. And like I said, when you decide you want to serve it, you're going to serve it with some crushed tortilla chips, and I'll show you that as soon as I'm done. All right, this is going in a 350-degree oven until it's bubbly and delicious, and I'm going to keep it covered till the last 10-15 minutes. I don't want this cheese to get too brown. All right, we'll be back. Okay guys, this is it. It's done. Got a little bit of a crispy top here. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna let this rest for about 10 minutes and then I'm gonna dish a serving up, put it on the plate. I'm gonna put my toppings on, because yes, there's toppings. You gotta make this absolutely delicious for your guests. So look how pretty though. Ooh, can you smell it? It smells like a Mexican fiesta. Oh, yum. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I've got some toppings here. I've got diced tomato, green onion, and cilantro in there. And I've also got some Tostitos tortilla chips that I'm gonna crumble on top. So this is how I serve it. And I'm just gonna dip down, and it's crispy around the edge, and it probably hasn't rested enough, but hey, we're gonna pull a serving out. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, look at that. Woo, cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna scoot this off to the side. Still screaming hot. Look how beautiful. Okay, guys, you gotta see that, right? And take a couple. You don't even need more than 2, and just crumble that on top. Like I said, if you did that and you cooked it, they'd get too brown. And then if you left it on there, stored in the refrigerator, it wouldn't be good either. So they would end up soggy. So a little bit of cilantro, and I'm dropping stuff. So a little bit of tomato, cool, fresh tomato. You could add some more sour cream, but I'm not going to. That's not what I do. A little bit of green onion. And then we're gonna take a picture and I'll be back. Gosh, I cannot wait. This is a way bigger serving than I would be able to eat, but it smells divine. Okay, let me get a picture of that and we'll... So the peppers, the hatch chilies, I should say, they smell so good, and you just want to snatch off a little bit, get some pork in there, some tomato. Whew, this is a big bite and really hot. Ooh, And the cheese is stringy, and I want some more of that pork on top. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh, the battery's dying. Hold on. Oh, oh my gosh.